This brief video presentation will focus on long-term care insurance claims, tips on getting them paid. Hi, my name is Jesse Sloan. I'm Executive Director of the American Association for Long-Term Care Insurance. Since 1998, we've been helping educate consumers about buying long-term care insurance, and many times we get calls from loved ones of policyholders and others who are looking for help in getting their claims paid. And so I want to offer you some advice and some tips. There's a lot of misinformation up on the internet and in the media about long-term care insurance claims. So let me start with a little bit of factual information. The long-term care insurance industry paid out $7.8 billion in claims in 2014 to somewhere between 250 to 275,000 policyholders. The insurers understand and have factored and are ready to pay more claims. As people with policies age into needing their benefits, the industry conservatively estimates that it will be paying $34 billion in claims by the year 2032. So where does the frustration and the confusion come from? Well, it's a couple of areas, and then here's some tips on handling it. First, long-term care insurance policies and paying the claims does not follow a standardized process. When you go into your doctor, if you have health insurance or Medicare insurance, there is a code for each procedure. And as long as the doctor enters the code correctly, everybody knows what to charge, what gets reimbursed, how to do all of this. Long-term care insurance does not have that standardization, and that does create a problem. At the same time, a lot of consumers really don't remember what coverage they bought, and they don't review their policy. So they look and they submit a claim, and they purchased a policy with a 90-day deductible, which means they're not going to be eligible for benefits until 90 days into the actual claim itself, and they get upset and frustrated. So you have to really take a step back and look at it. But here are some tips when you're starting. The first is start the process early. You want the clock to start running. There is no downside to doing that. And what you do is you take out the policy or your parents' policy, whoever you're looking for, and up front in the policy, there will be a number to call for the claims department. Start by calling them and explaining the situation and asking them the next steps. When you are talking to people, be sure to take the time to write down the date, the time, the name of the person you spoke to, and take notes on the conversation. This is very important. Now, what some people will do is they will literally hang up the phone and immediately call back again. Most of the insurers have large call centers, so the chances of speaking to the same person are rather remote. Repeat your question and check what the answer that you're given is. If the answer is the same, then you can, feel pretty rest assured that everything is in good shape and that the answer is correct. However, we do hear from time to time that people get differing answers. So if that's the case, then you want to make, note and figure out what the problem's going to be. It really is important to have what I call an advocate who is working for you. Now, that could be an adult child, a friend, a neighbor, who just makes sure that when the paperwork is required, it's completed correctly and submitted correctly, that they really have all of the information. I can't tell you how many times the actual policyholder just gets flustered because they might be in their late 80s or 90s. They might be starting to have cognitive issues. So having somebody who is really there as an advocate, who is persistent with the claims department, will go really will pay it off in the long run. Now, today there are paid services that will do this for you. If you're having problems getting your claims paid, they will come in and they will intercede. They'll be your advocate and they will fight with the insurance companies and get the right paperwork and all of that. Their costs usually, from our experience, amount to anywhere from about $1,500 to $2,000 to $3,000 a year, but most of them will offer a no-obligation call for information. And if you'd like a listing of these companies or for us to connect you with one, please call the American Association for Long-Term Care Insurance at 818-597-3227. We'll be very happy to do our best to help you. Thanks for watching.